We believe that Moscow may be setting the stage to use a chemical weapon and then falsely blame Ukraine to justify escalating its attacks on the Ukrainian people.
As Russia expands its assault on Ukraine, a critical call between the U.S. and China. President Biden speaking virtually today with Chinese President Xi for nearly 2 hours. The White House says Biden warned of consequences if China provides military aid to Russia. Russia today extended its airstrikes closer to NATO territory. Ukrainian authorities claim Russian missiles fired from the Black Sea hit an aircraft repair facility in the western city of Lviv near the Polish border. Ukraine is not a member of NATO, but Poland and several other countries neighboring Ukraine are part of the alliance. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is repeating the U.S. is committed to defending all NATO nations.
An attack against one is an attack against all.
With Russia's advance on the ground stalled by determined Ukrainian forces, U.S. officials warned the Kremlin is resorting to using long-range missile systems launched from within Russia. A senior U.S. official says Russian President Putin is increasingly isolated and prone to anger. Putin today holding a massive pro-war rally in Moscow, repeating false claims of genocide by Ukraine to justify his war. The U.S. ambassador to the UN with a stark warning that the Kremlin might authorize a chemical or biological attack in Ukraine as a pretext to further escalate the crisis.
We continue to believe it is possible that Russia may be planning to use chemical or biological agents against the Ukrainian people.
Proof of the heavy toll high gas prices are taking on Americans. Thousands of drivers in Chicago waited in line for hours Thursday to get a free fill-up.
I've been out here since 5 o'clock this morning.
A local businessman donated $200,000 in gas to stations across the city, and he says he'll do it again.
It's a blessing, and I thank everybody that put their effort to help,
It comes as Americans brace for even higher prices at the pump. Oil prices climbed 8% Thursday due to growing supply concerns stemming from the war in Ukraine. The International Energy Agency warns by April, global markets could see the biggest supply crisis in decades. In California, gas prices now average $5.78 a gallon. To offer relief, some state lawmakers are now proposing a $400 rebate for every taxpayer. High gas prices also affecting how kids get to school, with some districts now relying on a limited number of hybrid and electric buses.
Having those options really allows us to continue on.
And days after Uber and Lyft announced fuel surcharges, Amazon Flex drivers who use their own vehicles to make deliveries are now demanding higher pay to offset the pain at the pump.